Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to 5 Questions With. Last week we had some amazing guests on the show, and boy, did we deep dive into their worlds. But here's the best part, we also uncovered their fun and playful sides. Our host, Scott Fullerton, has a treat for you today. You see, 5 Questions isn't just about serious stuff. We like to keep it light and quirky too. We ask questions that let our guests show their wonderfully unique and playful sides. Imagine this. What would they do if they woke up as a squirrel one day? Or what's their favorite ice cream flavor that describes their personality? It's all about bringing out their hidden quirks and having a blast along the way. We believe that even the most successful and accomplished individuals have a fun side, and we're here to celebrate that. So get ready to witness the fun and playful side of our extraordinary guests. You'll laugh, you'll smile, and you might just discover a thing or two about them that you never knew. So sit back, grab a drink, and get ready for the show.
All right, everyone. If it's Tuesday, it's time for another 5 Questions With. Back in studio with me today, the amazing editor-in-chief of Bear World magazine, John Hernandez, is in studio again. John, how we doing, my friend?
Oh, I'm anxious. I'm nervous about the questions, but happy to be here.
I think you can do it. You are a man of many talents, my friend. If you missed our full interview, be sure to check it out. We were on last week. You can check the link below. Find out everything that John's been doing in his career and the great work he's been doing over at Bear World Magazine and everything that Gray Jones Media does. But let's jump into little 5 questions. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, question number 1. I'm a chub, a bear, and a huge foodie, so I love to throw a dinner party. If you were to host a dinner party with any 3 famous bears, real or fictional, who would you invite and what would you be serving?
Whoa. Well, one real life famous bear I'd invite is Hank Hightower, who was a porn star from the 90s, and I'd be serving myself. But,
I like
no,
that.
but, well, yeah, I would definitely, I would say Hank Hightower, Winnie the Pooh, and another famous bear. Let's see. Why not Jack Radcliffe?
Nice. I
Yeah,
like that. That's a
yeah.
great I love that answer. Very good. Winnie the Pooh might say bother and not a 10, but I think he'd be fun to have. Be fun to
Listen,
enjoy,
Winnie the Pooh's a bit of a tease, just wearing a cutoff T-shirt and no bottoms. So
right?
Winnie has to control himself.
Exactly. All right, question number 2, my friend. You are a very prolific travel bear. You've traveled to all these great bear events. You wrote for the travel magazine of Gray Jones Media. What's a favorite destination to go to relax? And what's a favorite destination to go to have a little something something to have some fun?
Ooh, wow. I would say a little something something. For me is usually Provincetown. Particularly during Bear Week and or Spooky Bear Weekend, for sure. That's always a good time. Pretty much any bear event, it's always good to connect with the community and also, to connect in the bedroom. But but in terms of just relaxation, that's not typically what I do on vacation. But I would say for me, I would combine the best of both worlds for that and say Fort Lauderdale, believe it or not. I know that's not exotic or, ooh la la, but, they have beautiful beaches where you can chill and relax. And then you could go and hit Georgie's Alibi and the Eagle for a little something, something later. So,
I love that. Good answers. All right. Question number 3. We've been the editor in chief of Bear World for a little over a year now. What's maybe the funniest misadventure or story, bizarre fan mail, letter to the editor? What's the most bizarre or fun message you've received since being the editor?
let's see. The most bizarre message. Thankfully, there hasn't been anything too crazy. The most bizarre kind of things that we do get from time to time is that we do Insta-Bear the Week every Wednesday, and readers could just send in a quick form and some photos, and we're happy to feature them. Everyone gets a turn, but a lot of people think it's an opportunity to showcase their modeling pictures. So more than once, we've opened emails to like a full out like naked spread like in all sorts of compromising positions, and then we have to just gently explain that that's not the scope what Insta-Bear of the week is. So I mean, listen, I don't mind. I'll look at
I was going to
at
say,
their
send
naked.
those in the private file and just give a very kindly formed letter. Sorry,
Exactly.
not
So
sorry. Thank you for the pictures.
that's pretty much what happens. So nothing too bizarre, but some interesting boudoir shots.
There you go. Absolutely. All right. Question number 4, John. If you had a time machine, what period in gay history would you like to visit, and what would you either want to do or would you want to report on as a writer?
Ooh, wow, that's a great one. I'd want to go back to the 70s. So, um, I was born in 81, so I missed out on all that, but my mom was very much the disco queen, so she would regale me with stories of how it was to kind of go out in the 70s and just looking at the fashions and kind of what the gay community was up to back then. So it seems very um I don't know. I think that there was more cohesiveness maybe in the community back then, but I would love to hit the discos and kind of do the old school kind of bathhouse scene and hanging out at Studio 54 and just partying that way. It's just I've always been enamored
Nice.
with the culture from back then. I mean, that's pre-Bears, so I guess I'd just be reporting on maybe music or the latest disco acts, but
There you
that was some
go.
fun.
Bathhouse Betty and such a little Barry Manilow and everything. That'd be fun. I love
For
that.
sure.
All right. And question number 5, we talked about in your interview as a content creator and editor, you don't have much free time. But when you do have a little bit of free time, what's your guilty pleasure go-to TV show or movie? And you have your handsome partner, husband Richard, who wins control of the remote most of the time?
Oof, that's always the thing because we typically never can agree like every couple. So if it's me just kind of watching my own thing, no, actually something that we've come to agree upon is AMC Plus's Interview with the Vampire. So, yeah, Richard isn't necessarily a horror person, but that's more like gothic horror period romance. And, just what a brilliant adaptation of Anne Rice's work. And it's just beautiful to watch and look at. And it's got, the horror stuff for me and the historical pieces for Richard. So that's one thing where both of our interests meld quite nicely. So I would say the Interview with the Vampire.
Nice. Yes. And that's on season 2 now. Good choice. I love
Yes.
that. Well, John Hernandez, you made it through 5 questions. Thank you so much, my friend. Be sure to remind everybody where they can find your amazing magazine online and where they can find you on social media.
Awesome. Yes, please come check us out at Bear World Magazine. Our website is bearworldmag.com, and you could follow us on social media at Bear World Mag. And if you want to follow me, I'm at John_BWM on Instagram and Twitter. That's where I fulfill my duties as editor.
There you go. We appreciate you, my friend. Again, check out our full interview right down in the link below. Find out about all of John's exploits, everything they do with the great magazine, Bear World Magazine online. We will see you next Tuesday because if it's Tuesday, it's always time for 5 questions. Stay tuned for brand new Left to Straight Show interviews this Wednesday and Thursday. See you next week. Bye.
Thank you for listening to our bonus podcast, 5 Questions With. Be sure to look for us every Tuesday as we bring back some of your favorite guests from the previous week's interviews and some special best of 5 questions guests as well. If you haven't subscribed yet or hit the like button, tap those buttons now to help other people find Left of Straight podcasts. We appreciate you for listening and look for our interviews with your favorite LGBTQ and straight allies from entertainment, foodies, music, books, and advocacy. We'll see you next week, because if it's Tuesday, it's time for 5 Questions With.